Hi, One Best PR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Today is Monday, April 18th, and we are continuing our coverage of the NHL playoffs with SBR NHL contributing handicapper Dana Lane. Dana Lane, thanks for being back. We've had a pretty good read overall in the NHL playoffs. I believe 3-1-4 over our last 8, including a winner with another underdog winner with Nashville, right?
Yes, sir. That's right. I mean, we certainly like Nashville, especially in that first period yesterday. It didn't get we got a push in the first period, but certainly with the game. And again, Pete, I'm not in love with this Anaheim Ducks team. I mean, that's just that's what I'm going with the whole playoffs. I don't think they score enough, and I don't think they're tough enough.
Yeah, like I said about that game, I said I think I'm going to bet it exactly the same way I bet game 1, and the results were almost exactly the same in game 2. All right, so we got 3 games on the card for tonight. First one is Washington-Philly. Now the Caps 2 straight solid home wins. Now they go to Philly. I mean, I'm still a believer in Philly's toughness in general, but I'm just not sure that we're getting enough value here with their underdog line, considering the discrepancy in talent. I would be leaning towards the under again, maybe the first period under. Philly was good at home on the year. They have a great home record. Question is, do they have the talent to justify taking them at just about, plus 125 or so market wide? What do you think?
Yeah, we're certainly going to get the best effort from Philadelphia tonight, and you would expect with the tribute to the late owner Ed Snyder taking place before the game that emotions would certainly run high. So I would look to that first period as Philadelphia's best period. And it's not like the Flyers haven't had their chances in this series. I mean, they had 61 shots in the last 2 games, including 42 in game 2. In fact, if you didn't have the jerseys on the back, if Philadelphia, to me, looked like they were a little bit better. I mean, they only allowed 23 shots. They had 42 on Holtby, and I expect a much better effort from Steve Mason, who took a lot of flack from allowing that 104-foot goal on him. But some people thought that Nieve was going to start tonight, but that I don't foresee that happening. So, Pete, what we're going to do is, in this one, we're going to play Philadelphia in the first period at plus money, $1.13, and then we're going to take the game to go over the total of 5, and you're getting even money there. And the thinking is, we only have to win one, and hopefully it's the plus money one, and even if it's the over, you walk away with no harm, no foul.
All right, sounds good. That's a tough game for me to handicap. Interesting. You might have just nailed it right there. Then the second game, we have kind of a similar situation, right? Dallas at Minnesota. Minnesota's down 2-0, and they just look like they're missing too much scoring to be able to keep up with Dallas over a full game, over 3 periods. They just seem kind of outclassed. How do we play this one? I don't know. Maybe we just take a straight bet on Dallas at minus 130 if we believe that to be the case. The total is kind of all over the place. You can actually get no juice market wide. I saw minus 115 on the over at BetOnline and plus 115 on the under at Heritage. What's your take on Dallas at Minnesota?
I think, obviously they're missing their top scorer in Zach Parise, but I do think guys like Charlie Coyle have to step up. And game 2, Charlie Coyle was pretty much non-existent, and you can't get that from the center position. And again, you're right, Pete. This is the same situation. We figure the first period for me, which I love looking at these lines because I think when you're handicapping games, your thinking is as good going into the game in the first period. There's too many variables as the game goes on. So I think in Minnesota, you're going to get your best effort out of the Wild in the first period at plus money. And obviously, if they don't play a good first period, and this is even if they're tied, I think the series is completely over. The one thing about the Wild is that they have played well on the penalty kill. They've killed off 10 of 11 against the Stars. I just think this is a situation where they must get out ahead in this game. And if they don't, this series could be a sweep.
Okay, and then the third game, Kings at San Jose. San Jose once again got another road win. They're now up 2-0. Everyone's talking about how this is a completely different situation from the 2014, but it's turning out to be just the same. Now we move back to San Jose, where San Jose actually had a losing record at home. Jonathan Quick has had some issues against San Jose all year long. Wasn't really that great. Question is, do we think that that's the pattern continues and San Jose underwhelms at home? Maybe the Kings have a little bit of value as a very small road dog. What do you think? You nailed game 2, liking the under in that one.
Yeah, well, we certainly know that San Jose is a lot more comfortable playing away from the SAP Center than they are playing at home, and maybe this is the playoff series that's going to change that. But hey, look, we said it in Game 1. This is Martin Jones's chance to kind of stick it to the Kings because he was a member of the Los Angeles Kings at one point, and since being sent to San Jose. From Boston, he's 5-1-1 against his former teammates. And one of the things that the Sharks are doing very well is keeping Los Angeles at the perimeter. And what Los Angeles likes to do is create a lot of havoc in front of the goaltender. That way, they obviously have a better chance to get the puck in the back of the net if there's a lot of traffic. San Jose has really eliminated a lot of that traffic, and that allows Martin Jones to see these shots pure coming off the stick. And I just, I thought Los Angeles was kind of sloppy, not only in Game 2, but in Game 1 as well. And again, we said it going into this series. I just think San Jose is a tick better, but that first period again is going to set the tone for the rest of the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a chance again tonight until I can see something different out of Los Angeles. We're going to take San Jose in the first period minus $1.15, and we're going to take this game to go under the total at minus $1.05 because I don't think Los Angeles has played their best defensive game, and I expect them to do that tonight. So also to go back again, I also like the under in that Dallas-Minnesota game as well at even money. So 6 picks in total.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll admit I felt really good about all the NHL playoff cards up until today, but this Monday card has me kind of confused. I might just completely pass on this one, but you've analyzed every game thoroughly, Dana Lane, and given us 6 picks. Your record speaks for itself over the past bunch of weeks. Dana Lane, thanks so much. We'll be back to you tomorrow for the Tuesday card.